Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 28th of March 2022 and now we are going to discuss 5 MCQs based on the current affairs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But before we begin, a small information. The PDF of the discussion will be available in our Telegram channel. You can go and download it from there and use it for your revision. Now let's look at the first question. Consider the following statements regarding Export Preparedness Index. First one, the EPA is the data-driven effort to identify the core areas crucial for export promotion at the subnational level released by the Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. Second one, Tamil Nadu has been named India's top state in terms of export preparedness for the second year in a row as per the EPI 2021. We have to choose the correct options. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2 and D neither 1 nor 2. So if you see the first statement, it says that the index is released by Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. The Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India is a bank. So first of all, we have to think, why will a bank rate all of these states according to their export preparedness? It is not the duty of the bank. So if you go by that logic, the first statement is wrong. Okay, sometimes, so even if you think logically, the banks, for example, SBI won't release any financial index. It is the RBI which will release because RBI is the main regulator. So in the same way, the Export Credit Guarantee Corporation is not releasing this. It is released by Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog released a lot of indices. In fact, in that one is this Export Preparedness Index. Second statement says Tamil Nadu is the top state in terms of export preparedness, but this is wrong. It is Gujarat. As we all know, Gujarat is very famous for the export of the refined petroleum. It is very famous for the diamond industry and all. So the second statement is also wrong. So D, neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer. So recently Gujarat is named India's top state in terms of export preparedness for second year in a row as per the Export Preparedness Index 2021 report released by Niti Aayog. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu were ranked 2, 3 and 4. So the index is based on 4 pillars and 11 sub-pillars and 60 indicators and covers across 28 states and 8 union territories. The 4 pillars are policy, business ecosystem, export performance, and it has other sub-pillars also. For example, the export promotion policy, the institutional framework, and all these things. Right? Now let's look at the next question. The second question. With reference to the group of companies known as the Bucharest 9, consider the following statements. First one, the group was created on the initiative of India in August 2015 at the Conference of Parties in Paris. Second statement says all members of the B9 are part of G20. You have to choose the correct options. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2 and D neither 1 nor 2. So if you see this Bucharest 9 B9, so the B9 is basically, it actually belongs to NATO. So the second statement is wrong. First statement says it is created by India. When something belongs to NATO, how will it be created by India? And also the initiative which was launched by India in the 2015 Conference of Parties in Paris is the International Solar Alliance. So both the statements are wrong. So D, neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer. So the B9 is a group of NATO countries in Eastern Europe that became part of the US-led military alliance after the end of Cold War. B9 or Bucharest format, often abbreviated as B9, was founded on 4th of November 2015 and it takes the name from Bucharest, which is the capital of Romania. It is regarded as the voice of Eastern flank in the NATO alliance. The group was created on the initiative of Klaus Iohannis, who is the president of Romania, and Andrzej Duda, who became the president of Poland in August 2015 at a high-level meeting of the state from Central and Eastern Europe in Bucharest. And the 9 members of the B9 are Poland, Hungary, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Slovenia, and the three Baltic republics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. They are part of the EU and NATO. They are part of both EU and NATO. Earlier, before 1991, all these countries, they were part of this, not Poland and all, but most of the other countries, they are part of the USSR. Okay. Now let's look at the next question, the third question. Which of the following is not a member of the Gulf Cooperation Council? A, Iran, B, Saudi Arabia, C, Oman, and D, Kuwait. So the GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council members are BOQUS. You can remember like this, the Gulf Cooperation Council members. So in this, if you see, you don't have I. I stands for Iran. So you don't have I. So A is the right answer. But if you see, what are the members? Who are the members in fact? So B stands for Bahrain, O stands for Oman, Q stands for Qatar, right, and K stands for Kuwait, U stands for UAE, and S stands for Saudi Arabia. So they are the members of Gulf Cooperation Council. So yeah, Iran is the correct answer. So recently India and Oman signed a program of cooperation in the field of science and technology for 2022-25. So that's why this was the news. The GCC was formed in 1981 by an agreement between the bogus countries, and there are 6 members, as we discussed already: Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi. Well, there are discussions for future members like Yemen, Jordan, Morocco also. Well, let's see where it goes. Now let's look at the 4th question. Consider the following statements. Betting and gambling are part of the state list in the 7th schedule of the Constitution. Second one, lottery, gambling and betting are taxable under the GST Act 2017. Which of the following are correct? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So betting and gambling. The correct option here is C, both 1 and 2. Betting and gambling are part of the state list in the 7th schedule of the Constitution. In the 7th schedule we have 3 lists: the central list, state list and concurrent list. Right, the union list, state list and concurrent list in fact. And also they are taxable. So C, both 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Recently Supreme Court in a judgment held that the state legislature has a right to impose tax on lotteries conducted by other states within its jurisdiction. So betting and gambling is part of the state list in the 7th schedule, and in 2020 court held that lottery, gambling and betting are taxable under GST. The Constitution of India defines gambling. It says that gambling includes any activity or undertaking whose determination is controlled or influenced by chance or accident, or an activity or undertaking which is entered into an undertake with consciousness of the risk of the winning or losing. For example, prize competitions, etc. Right, so this is about the gambling. So remember, gambling and betting is part of the state list and they can be taxed. Now let's look at the last question of the day. Consider the following statement regarding Earth Hour. First one, it is an initiative of UNEP and UNESCO. Second one, it is a movement in which the participants switch off their non-essential lights for 1 hour on the last Saturday of March every year. Third one, it is the movement to raise awareness about climate change and the need to save the planet. Which of the following are correct? A 1 and 3, B 2, C 2 and 3, and D 1, 2 and 3. So Earth Hour is an initiative of, most of you might have known, it is an initiative of the World Wildlife Fund for Nature. So first statement is directly wrong, UNEP and UNESCO, so directly eliminate 1, so A and D are eliminated, so 2 and 3, so 2 is always right. And third one, it is a movement to raise awareness about climate change and need to save the planet. This is a very generalized statement, so C, 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Right. So Earth Hour generally is observed on last Saturday, and that is from last Saturday of every year, or of March of every year, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. and all non-essential lights are switched off. So this is an initiative of World Wildlife Fund for Nature. It began in 2007. It is held every year, and it encourages people from more than 180 countries to switch off their lights from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. as per their local time. And the idea is to refrain from using non-essential lights to save energy. It's a symbolic call for environmental protection. Right? So that's it, guys. These are the 5 questions of the day. Before I leave a small information, we are providing summaries of Vision Prelims test series, Vision Monthly Magazine and Vision Mains test series. You can use these summaries to enhance your preparation, to speed up your revision and crack the prelims and crack the UPSC. In fact, if you have any questions, get back to us via Telegram or leave in the comment box. Leave your query in the comment box. We'll get back to you. That's it, guys, from our side. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.